Chosen ones, what I'm about to share could change everything you believe about yourself. Do you feel like life has been tough on you, that the challenges you face seem greater than you can bear? Well, what if I told you this is no coincidence? If you've made it here, it's because something much greater is at work in your life. But before we dive into this transformative message, pause this video for a moment and do 3 things. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment the number 11 below. This isn't just to support us, it's to activate a powerful energy in the universe, confirming that you're ready for what's coming next. Now, listen closely. What's about to be revealed could be the beginning of something extraordinary. How many times have you asked yourself why it feels like everything in your life is a struggle? As if every step is a test, every day a battle? Let me tell you something few are brave enough to admit. This is no coincidence. The chosen ones face greater challenges because they are being prepared for something greater. You might feel like you've reached your limit, that you've endured enough. But here's the truth. Your inner strength is growing with every challenge, and all of this is part of a divine plan. Today we're going to explore how to turn your biggest obstacles into tools for personal growth, how to align your desires with the power of the universe, and how to fully embrace your divine purpose. If you're watching this video, it's no accident. Something greater has brought you here because it knows you're ready to hear this message. From this moment on, every word you hear will serve as a map to guide you on this journey. It doesn't matter where you are today, what matters is where you can go. And I promise, if you follow through to the end, your life will never be the same. We're going to talk about how to manifest your desires, how to face the doubts that hold you back, and how to turn negativity into fuel for your greatness. But above all, we're going to uncover what it truly means to be chosen. Are you ready to take that first step? Have you ever stopped to think about how often you desire something but feel stuck waiting for it? It's as if nothing is happening, right? Here's the truth few understand. Manifestation doesn't begin when your desire is fulfilled. It begins the moment you decide you already have it. Yes, the secret lies in a shift of perspective, in aligning how you feel with how you act. It's like a bridge. Your thoughts are the structure, but your actions are what make it possible to cross. Think about the difference between wanting and having. The first creates a void, a gap that feels unreachable. The second builds confidence and inner strength because you act as if what you desire is already yours. Need a practical example? If you desire prosperity, start managing what you have now, no matter how small it may seem. Adopt habits like saving, investing in financial knowledge, or even giving to others. These actions signal to the universe that you're ready to receive more. The spiritual transformation that happens during manifestation goes beyond the material. When you act in alignment with what you want, your energy changes, and that attracts favorable circumstances. Imagine a musician dreaming of performing on big stages. They don't sit around waiting for an invitation. They practice, put themselves out there, and live as though success is already a reality. This is how dreams come to life, one step at a time. But don't be mistaken, manifestation also requires patience. Think of bamboo. It spends years growing its roots before shooting up meters in just a few days. Your desires are being cultivated in the unseen, even when you don't notice anything happening. Your only job is to keep acting, believing, and maintaining your determination. And here's the most powerful point. Every time you take a step, no matter how small, you break through limitations. Each small act of faith moves you closer to your divine purpose. But what happens when doubts arise and others question your choices? How do you stay resilient in the face of criticism? How many times have you been doubted, challenged, or even ignored? For the chosen ones, this experience is nothing new. But here's what sets you apart. While others allowed criticism to crush them, you used it as a springboard. Every "you can't do it" became a spark, igniting the fire of your determination. And here's the most fascinating part. Doubt from others plays an essential role because it tests your faith in yourself. Think of a seed planted in rocky soil. For many, it would seem impossible for it to grow. But not for you. Like that seed, every challenge has been a reason to strengthen your roots. You didn't just face adversity, you embraced it and turned it into an opportunity for personal growth. This is more than resilience. It's proof that the chosen ones find strength where others see weakness. Let's bring this into your everyday life. When someone questions your abilities, instead of reacting with anger or sadness, use it as motivation. At work, if you feel underestimated, deliver results, not arguments. In personal situations like when friends or family doubt your choices, remember, external approval will never be as powerful as your inner strength. Who you truly are has never depended on anyone else's opinion. And of course, there will be moments when the doubt doesn't come from others but from within yourself. That inner voice whispering, "What if I fail?" is just an echo of old fears. Turn that voice into fuel. Here's a practical tip. Whenever doubt creeps in, write down 3 reasons why you started this journey. This simple act will bring clarity and strengthen your trust in your divine purpose. Do you know the greatest triumph of the chosen ones? Proving to everyone, including themselves, that the impossible is merely a matter of perspective. Every obstacle you've overcome so far wasn't a burden, it was preparation. But to reach this point, you had to free yourself from emotional and societal chains. So, what does it truly mean to achieve this kind of independence? True freedom isn't just escaping external limitations, it's about conquering the internal barriers you've built over time. The chosen ones understand that their greatest strength comes from within. The journey to independence begins when you realize you don't need anyone's approval or validation to be your authentic self. But let's be honest, breaking free from these invisible chains takes more than courage, it takes awareness. Imagine a bird that has lived its whole life in a cage. It knows the bars are there, but it doesn't realize the door is open. That's how many of us live, prisoners of others' expectations, old fears, and beliefs that no longer serve us. Freedom doesn't come simply from recognizing these chains, it comes from deciding to step through the open door, even if you don't know what lies beyond. To cultivate your inner strength, start small. Say no without guilt when something isn't aligned with your values. Take moments to reflect on what truly matters to you. Simple actions like dedicating 15 minutes a day to meditation or writing down your priorities in a journal create a space where you can reconnect with your true self. Every step you take toward independence strengthens your wings to fly higher. Of course, there will be resistance. Some people may accuse you of being selfish, but this isn't about them, it's about you. Choosing yourself is an act of courage, especially in a society that prizes conformity. And here's the secret. The more you develop your emotional independence, the more you become an inspiration to others. They might not admit it, but many will start to wonder how you found the courage to break free of your limitations. But what happens when external negativity tries to pull you back? When criticism, judgment, and negative energy surface, how do you maintain your balance? That's the next step. Learning how to transform those forces into fuel for your journey. Negativity. For many, it's a burden, a barrier, something to be avoided at all costs. But for the chosen ones, it's an opportunity. Criticism, doubt, and even hatred are raw forces that, when redirected, can propel you to heights no one thought possible. It's like the wind against an airplane. It seems to hold it back, but that very force is what enables it to soar. How many times have you felt like others' judgments were pulling you down? The next time it happens, try this exercise. Instead of absorbing the negativity, ask yourself, how can I use this to my advantage? Are you being criticized? Prove them wrong through your actions. Is someone underestimating you? Use it as motivation to exceed expectations. The key is not to let their weight become yours. And what about internal negativity? That's even more dangerous. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough or I'll never make it are invisible anchors. But here's the secret. Every time you identify those voices and choose to act anyway, you're training your mind to grow stronger. A powerful practice is conscious replacement. When a negative thought arises, speak or write something positive to neutralize it. The greatest triumphs come from transforming these forces. Think of figures like Nelson Mandela, who faced decades of hatred and oppression. He turned what could have been a life of bitterness into a legacy of forgiveness and unity. You can do the same in your life, even on a smaller scale. You may not change the entire world, but you can change your world and inspire those around you. Finally, when you master this ability to turn negativity into fuel, something magical happens. Your confidence grows, your energy becomes magnetic, and obstacles that once seemed like mountains become stepping stones. But what happens when you realize that all of it, the criticism, the challenges, the triumphs, is part of a greater plan? That's when your divine purpose begins to reveal itself. From the moment you began this journey, something greater has been guiding your steps. The chosen ones don't walk aimlessly. They follow a path that may not always be clear, but is undeniably powerful. This divine purpose is what turns challenges into lessons and failures into stepping stones for success. It's like an internal compass pointing toward your true north, even when the storm feels overwhelming. But here's the truth. Answering this call requires sacrifice. It's not easy. You'll have to let go of old habits, outdated beliefs, and even people who aren't aligned with who you are destined to become. Think of Moses, called to lead his people, but first had to leave behind the comfort of his previous life. Similarly, you'll need to choose between what's easy and what's right. This calling doesn't come with a manual or a map. It reveals itself as you take each step forward. You might feel lost, but every action aligned with your purpose opens a new door. Want a practical example? Start by serving. Ask yourself, how can I positively impact someone's life today? It doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes, a simple gesture like listening to someone or offering a kind word is already an expression of your purpose. And here's something even deeper. Your purpose isn't just about you. It's a piece of a greater puzzle that connects the world. When you start living in alignment with it, your energy becomes contagious. You inspire others to seek the best within themselves. That's the true beauty of the chosen ones. They don't just find light, they become light for others. But before moving forward, ask yourself, are you truly ready to embrace this calling? Because once you say yes, your life will never be the same. Are you willing to take that first step? If your answer is yes, what lies ahead is the most transformative moment of this journey. Have you realized that everything you've faced so far wasn't by chance? Every pain, every doubt, every fall was carefully placed in your life to shape the person you are today. The chosen ones don't emerge by accident. They are forged in the fire of adversity. And now you stand at a decisive moment. This is the point where you decide whether to continue as you were or to embrace your divine purpose and completely transform your life. Think about all the times you wanted to give up, but something deep within you pushed you to keep going. That strength didn't come out of nowhere. It's proof that you've been called to something greater, something that won't just impact your life but will also touch the lives of those around you. When you say yes to this calling, it's not only your life that changes. You become a source of transformation for the world. But here's the big truth no one tells you. Saying yes requires action. It's not enough to believe you've been chosen. You need to prove it with every decision, every action, every step you take. It's easy to talk about faith and purpose, but the real test is what you do when no one is watching. Are you willing to work in silence until the universe makes noise for you? Close your eyes and imagine. Imagine living a life without fear, without doubt, without limitations. A life where you are fully aligned with your true essence, experiencing abundance, freedom, and peace. That life isn't some distant dream, it's waiting for you on the other side of your decision to act. What's missing? Just one step. This is the moment. It's now or never. You've been called, you've been prepared, and now you are ready. Destiny has done its part. The only question left is, are you ready to do yours? Now you understand the power that has always been within you. It wasn't chance that brought you here, it was destiny. But, as you already know, destiny only manifests when you take action. Everything we've shared today, from how to manifest your desires to how to turn challenges into tools for growth, will only have value if you're willing to apply it to your life. So tell me, what will you do today to honor the fact that you are chosen? Will you keep letting fear and doubt control you, or will you decide once and for all to take charge of your path? Remember, it's not about changing everything at once. It's about taking the next step. Something as simple as writing down your goals, expressing gratitude for what you already have, or helping someone else can be the beginning of a monumental transformation. I know this journey won't be easy, but I also know you were made for this. Every step, every choice, every action aligned with your divine purpose will not only change your life but also inspire everyone around you. Because the chosen ones don't live just for themselves, they are beacons, guides, living examples of what's possible. So, if you feel deep in your heart that this message is meant for you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This is only the beginning. Together, we will continue this journey of self-discovery and spirituality. And before you go, write in the comments, I am chosen. This is the first step to embracing your true identity and sending a clear signal to the universe that you are ready. Now it's your turn. What will you do with everything you've learned? The answer to that question could change everything.